They say there is a door in the sky, a door so ancient, so hidden, that it was never meant for human eyes. Imagine a gate standing between the heavens and the earth, a place where gods were believed to descend, where cosmic beings crossed into our world. But what if I told you this gate was real? An architectural anomaly buried under layers of myth, conspiracy, and half-forgotten history. A place marked on no modern map, but whispered about in old scriptures, coded messages, and the cryptic oral traditions of desert tribes. The Forbidden Sky Gate. In this series, we will travel far beyond ordinary explanations. You will hear the names of lost civilizations, gods whose legends have spanned millennia, and scholars who risked everything to expose the truth. You will see why some believe the skygate was never a mere stone arch, but a portal, a true gateway between dimensions. There will be questions, there will be evidence, and there will be secrets that may change what you think about our world forever. Are you ready to pass through the Forbidden Skygate? Long before satellite images and GPS coordinates mapped every inch of the Earth, ancient travelers spoke of a place where the sky met the land. In the vast, scorched plateaus of Anatolia, among wind-carved rocks and secret valleys, stories passed through generations of a heaven gate, a place where gods were believed to arrive, leaving behind marks too perfect to be of human design. In historical references, similar sites have been described under many names. The Gate of Anu in Mesopotamia, the Celestial Archway of Persia, the Sky Bridge of early Anatolian nomads. These legends may all point to the same architectural mystery, a monumental stone arch, built with almost impossible precision, whose orientation matched star alignments that ancient astronomers worshipped. Researchers have tried to locate this skygate by comparing ancient star charts with ruins whose positions mirror the summer solstice or lunar cycles. A team of 19th century explorers claim to have found a crumbling stone arch on a lonely cliff, half buried by centuries of sand, yet with inscriptions in a language no one could identify. Some local villagers, however, insisted this place was cursed. They refused to approach it after dark, saying lights would dance above the arch and a low hum would echo through the valley, as if the stones themselves were alive. There are even Ottoman records of soldiers sent to investigate the glowing arch, only to return days later, unable to speak, staring blankly into space. In modern times, archaeologists have tried to study the area, but no formal excavation has ever been funded because no state agency wants to get involved with what they call folkloric nonsense. Yet every so often, new travelers return with strange stories, stone carvings that resemble constellations, or weathered pillars whose angles seem to follow the moon's path exactly. The skygate remains hidden, but it is there, waiting perhaps for someone who dares to ask the right questions. Since the dawn of human storytelling, there have been myths of heavenly gates, portals through which gods, angels, or star beings descended to Earth. In Mesopotamia, the god Enki was said to have passed through a watery gate in the sky to bring knowledge to mankind. In Anatolian myth, the divine arch was a threshold crossed by beings of light who taught ancient humans agriculture and writing. These stories appear again and again in cultures separated by thousands of miles and centuries of time. The Egyptians described the field of reeds, a place accessed through a shining doorway guarded by deities. The Greeks imagined Mount Olympus itself, crowned with a hidden entrance only the immortals could use. And far away in Mesoamerica, The Mayan codices speak of a star bridge, a path through which their gods, coming from the Pleiades, step down to awaken civilization. These aren't random tales. Anthropologists have long debated whether humanity carries a shared, collective memory of beings from the sky, passed down and reimagined through countless mythologies. The symbols are eerily similar: bright gates, pillars of fire, stairways to heaven, and gods who leave behind advanced knowledge before vanishing again. Some researchers think the skygate myth is an echo of these global stories, that its legend grew out of real encounters with something our ancestors could not fully understand. Maybe a cosmic event, a meteor, a strange alignment of the planets, or something else entirely, beyond even our current science. In Anatolia's oldest shrines, certain stone reliefs depict figures descending through arches, holding what look like star maps or tools. Local priests, centuries ago, called these figures heaven's guides, protectors who opened and closed the sky at will. Whether these were literal gods or metaphors for ancient astronomers, no one can say for sure. But if the skygate did exist, then its story fits neatly within this worldwide pattern, a gate that once linked humanity to the realm of the divine. In the 20th century, as technology advanced and new scientific frontiers opened, the idea of a skygate was reimagined. No longer just an ancient myth, it became a focus of alternative historians, ufologists, and conspiracy theorists who argued that this gate was never purely symbolic, but a literal portal between worlds. The UFO research community, especially in Europe and the Middle East, collected testimonies of strange lights and electromagnetic pulses near sites that matched descriptions of the skygate. In one such event in the 1970s, hikers in Anatolia described a sudden gust of warm wind, a blinding flash, and a sense of weightlessness, followed by a humming sound. Their compasses reportedly spun in circles for minutes afterward. Some believe this is evidence of a dimensional rift, an anomaly in Earth's magnetic field, or even an interplanetary transport system left behind by a civilization far older than we can imagine. It might sound fantastical, but similar claims have been made near ancient megalithic structures like Baalbek in Lebanon or Pumapunku in Bolivia, both rumored to resonate with powerful electromagnetic energies. Meanwhile, certain secret military documents, declassified in fragments, mention geospatial anomalies in Anatolia, describing unexplained radio interference and local legends about sky ladders. Some independent researchers tie these stories to old Nazi expeditions that searched for power sites, believing they could open a wormhole or harness anti-gravity effects. Mainstream science, of course, dismisses all this as superstition and hoaxes. But modern physics does explore wormholes, higher dimensions, and even theoretical gateways through which information or energy could pass. If a place like the skygate existed, perhaps it was an attempt by gods or by advanced visitors to leave behind a clue about these cosmic possibilities. Whatever the truth may be, the skygate continues to spark the imagination of those who feel that our history is more complex and more connected to the stars than textbooks ever told us. Whenever a legend captures the imagination of millions, science inevitably steps in to separate fact from fantasy. The skygate is no exception. Archaeologists who have surveyed Anatolia's rugged plateaus say there is no direct proof of a portal or otherworldly energy. Instead, they point to the thousands of ancient archways, rock carvings, and monuments that naturally accumulate myths over centuries. Researchers note that human cultures often build sacred structures aligned to the stars, the sun, or the moon, not to open gates to other worlds, but to track time, seasons, and religious rituals. Some of the stone arches in the skygate region could have functioned like a primitive observatory, or a ceremonial entrance marking important solar alignments. There is also the geological argument. Anatolia's unique rock formations, sculpted by wind and earthquakes, create arches and passages that appear designed, but are in fact accidental. Some of these formations even resonate with sounds during storms or strong winds, feeding local superstitions about humming gates or talking stones. Inscriptions and carvings found near these sites remain mostly indecipherable, but experts believe they are ritual symbols, sunwheels, serpents, geometric shapes, common to Bronze Age cultures across the Middle East. No texts directly mention a skygate as an interdimensional door. Still, some archaeologists keep an open mind. They acknowledge that a structure intentionally aligned with stars, combined with rare atmospheric effects, might have seemed supernatural to ancient people. A lunar eclipse, a meteor shower, or a rare planetary conjunction could have created awe-inspiring sights framed perfectly by the arch, solidifying its place in myth. In the end, science suggests the skygate was not a portal in the science fiction sense, but a masterpiece of human creativity, an observatory, a ceremonial monument, and a powerful symbol of our ancestors' cosmic dreams. And maybe, just maybe, that dream was always to touch the stars. Standing before the so-called skygate today, if you ever found it, you might see nothing more than ancient stones, silent and weather-beaten. Yet for countless generations, these arches have carried the hopes, fears, and questions of humanity. Whether as a path for gods, a stage for cosmic events, or simply a masterpiece of stone masonry, the skygate continues to fire the imagination. The mystery of the skygate forces us to ask deeper questions. Why have so many cultures, so far apart in space and time, told similar stories about divine portals? Is it a genetic memory passed down through some hidden code of our minds? Or did our ancestors witness something so incredible, so beyond their understanding, that they could only preserve it through myth and stone? Modern science may one day offer answers. We might find explanations in the physics of wormholes, in newly decoded star maps, or even in lost chapters of human history. But there will always be a piece of mystery that no scientific tool can fully capture. The sense of awe, the wonder that comes from standing beneath a stone arch and wondering if perhaps, just perhaps, something once stepped through it. If you had the chance, would you walk through the skygate? In the end, maybe the true power of the skygate is what it awakens within us. The courage to explore, to ask forbidden questions, and to challenge the limits of what we think is real. This is why legends endure. They keep us searching. So, the next time you look up at the night sky, remember, someone, somewhere, long ago, may have stood under those same stars, wondering about the same mysteries. And maybe, just maybe, they built a gate for us to follow. If you enjoyed this journey, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment, and share your own theories below. Together, we can keep searching for the truth beyond the myths. See you in the next mystery.